What's up guys, I'm Newbie Dave and welcome to the Weekend Update. Let's get started. So how's it going everybody? Hope you're having a great weekend. So when I started up Minecraft today, I noticed that there was a new patch update and there were release notes on what was included in that update. And when I got into my game, I noticed that my beehives are now backwards. Like, I intentionally built these things so that the front would be facing the path so that as I walked by I could see when they were full of honey to harvest. And now they're just turned around on me. So, thanks Minecraft. So for today's weekend update, I want to do something with my boat. I use my boat, not really a lot, I use it often, to go exploring, to get to some places that are kind of farther away, like where I originally found that village over there. There's a frozen ocean biome over there to the south that I go to when I need ice. And so I take my boat out quite often. And I love my starting area. I love the little starter hill here. I love the beach. I love this little island. I love the river that goes between it all. It's just kind of frustrating having to go all the way out that way and then come all the way back around anytime I want to go to the south. And so what I want to do today is kind of dig a little tunnel or canal or something through this hill so I can get my boat in and out of my base this way and not have to take the river all the way around. So this won't be a very complicated build and it's mostly just going to involve digging through this hill here. But of course I'm also going to try to make it look nice. So to start with, I need to figure out the dimensions. I think there's a little gap in the coast right here already that's 4 blocks wide. And I think that's perfect. I think a 4-block wide little canal running through the mountain, it's not a mountain, running through the hill will be just the right size. So we'll start by just kind of digging this out a little bit. And then that's going to be the part that has water in it. I also want there to be like a little ledge next to that that will be dirt or ground that you can kind of walk on. So I'm going to make this thing 6 blocks wide. And I don't want it to be very tall because I'm going to be going through this thing mostly on the boat and I don't want to like completely destroy this little hill here. So I'm going to start by just digging this thing all the way through at ground level. Alright, so we broke through. I forgot that there was actually sand on the other side of this. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Yeah, that'll be fine. So there's our little 6 wide tunnel. We're going to take out another couple of rows in the middle and fill that with water so that we can get through with the boat. But that's what it's looking like so far. Now, like I said, only 4 of these are going to be the actual canal. The outside edges are just going to be solid blocks so that I can get through here on foot if I need to and not have to swim. Now I made a much bigger canal in my very first realm and I learned the hard way that you really want to kind of fill this thing in with water first and then dig down. If you make a really big deep trough and then come back and try to fill it in with water, you're going to have a really hard time because you can only place water against a solid block. Like I can't just put water here in the middle of the air. And so you have to put water against a solid block. And so if this thing is dug down like 4 or 5 blocks and this whole area is just open, I can't really place water here at the top where it can flow down. And so it's best to just kind of start by digging out the entire area 1 block deep, putting all of your water down so it's all water sources, and then digging down deeper through the water afterwards. Alright, so we'll fill this thing in. I'll come back and clean up the edges when I'm done. So we'll start by filling this whole area in with water, and we're just going to do the same approach of going all the way down, skipping every other block so that they all fill in with water sources. Whoops. And then we'll come around and do the other side as well. And the water is not quite reaching to the middle, so I think we're only going to have to do 1 block in the middle. And yeah, this whole thing, look at that. The whole thing just fills in. Okay, so now we can knock out these blocks on the outside. Those will fill in and become water sources. And I'll do the same thing over here. Alright, so technically we have our little canal here where we can get through the hill and get straight into the ocean without having to go all the way around the river over there. So now we just need to make it look a little nicer. So first thing I want to do is make this deeper. I want it to kind of blend in with the river and the ocean on the other side. So now that I've got this whole thing filled with water, the water is just going to flow straight down and fill in everything that I dig out. And I think what I want to do is create sort of a cupped V shape. And so I'll do 2 deep on the sides and then go down 1 more level in the middle. Kind of like the river does. It gets deeper in the middle. I want this to get deeper in the middle as well. Alright, so this is starting to look pretty good already. Now I think I also want to kind of do the same thing with the ceiling. I think I want the inside to be a little bit higher than the outside to create sort of like a tunnel look. So yeah, this is looking really good. I like this. Alright, so now it's time to turn our attentions to the sides and the top. So let's see, what do we want to do with this? I think I'm just going to kind of fill in all of this with dirt. Just get a nice kind of uniform look to it. Actually broke through to our little starter cave there. I'm okay with this thing looking artificial, like it's something that I actually dug out. I'm not trying to make it look like a natural feature that formed this way. And so making it all look very uniform, I'm okay with that. And I may end up living with this for a while and then think that it just looks too samey, too much of the same thing, and maybe come back and change it later. But for now, I like the way this is coming along. Alright, this is looking good. So now we need to do something with the little walkways here. Now what I'm thinking for these is probably just stone bricks. And like I said, I'm okay with this thing looking artificial, looking man-made. And I left these sides here to have kind of a walking area to get through without having to swim. And so I want it to kind of look like a path or a sidewalk or of some sort. And I'm just going to take this as far as the sort of the entrance to the little tunnel. Yeah, I like that. I like that it goes down a little bit further. I think that makes it look a little bit more deliberate. I don't know if I want to go all the way down to the bottom with that. I don't think so. I'm going to leave it for now, and well, I'll live with it for a little while. So kind of the last thing I want to do before I call this done is take care of the lighting. I put a little torch in here. I had one on the other side while I was digging it out just to prevent spawns. But torches are not great. They're not very aesthetically pleasing. There's not a lot of headroom to hang lanterns from the ceiling. So let's come back to my little storage area over here. See if I've got... Yeah, I've got a little bit of glowstone. Alright, so that glowstone is going to provide some nice lighting for this thing. Keep mobs from spawning and kind of light it up at night and look nice. Alright, and then there is one last thing I want to do before I call this thing complete. Yeah, I saw you, creeper. I think you're going to sneak up on me. So I'm going to come over here. I put these vines on the side of the iron farm just because I think it looks nice, but it also provides a good renewable source of vines to use in other builds. Alright, so I'm going to take some of these vines and put them across the top here. I don't know... Yeah, you can't bone meal vines, so we're going to have to wait for those things to grow naturally. They grow kind of slow. But let's move these torches up and put a vine there. And put a vine there. And then we'll do this on the other side as well. So these vines over time will grow down, and they'll just provide a nice little sort of overgrowth to the entrance to kind of cover it up a little bit, like we did over there with the cave that goes down to the nether portal and the enchanting area. We'll get the same effect over here. That way it's not just this constant open in-your-face tunnel through the hill. It'll help kind of camouflage and make it blend in, but we can still row right through the stuff with our boat. So just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and row to the south and get some ice. And then we'll head back to our base and we'll take our new shortcut. It's such a small thing, but that sure is convenient. It beats going all the way around. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Normally I'll do my outro on top of the hill over there during sunset, but it's raining, so it doesn't really matter where I do it or when. So it's kind of a quick episode today, just a nice little take it easy project, but I think that's going to make things look really nice over there and save us a lot of time from having to go all the way around. Thank you all so much. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you enjoyed the episode, please like it since it helps me out, and if you're enjoying the whole series, please subscribe so you'll get notified of new episodes as they come out. Thank you all so much, and have a great day.